Okay, I'm Rod Cockburn, and I'm a bit of an older fella nowadays. My kick-off to fishing was some 45, 50 years ago, and I've been in the fishing industry for almost 40 years. Started off building fishing rods around about 40 years ago, and developed into the fishing industry from there. As most people do, have got a passion with fishing. You get a situation where your passion tends to drive you right through the activities that you do. My passion was building rods, I suppose, for want of a better word, to perfection, or as close as you could in that day and age, because when I started fishing many years ago, the gear that we have now wasn't available then, so we had a need to start to develop and create our own gear. I learnt a lot off a lot of old-timers, a lot of incredible rod builders and incredible fishermen over the years, and a good mate of mine who's just recently passed away, Jack Erskine, was one of me, I suppose for want of a better word, a hero of the day. He's the gentleman that sort of convinced me that building fishing rods was generally the way to go. But nowadays we don't do quite as much of it, simply because basically the technology's taken over and there's some incredible gear around. Most of the fishing that we've done over the years basically has been developed by these old timers, and once I got into the rod building side of it, I started sort of fishing a lot harder and a lot heavier, and decided that this was the way to go, and I learnt a lot about fishing over the years. I've travelled the world fishing, done a huge amount of fishing around this area, and this is me passion, this area, because we've got one of the best fishing areas in the world here, because it's consistent 24/7, 365 days a year, and no matter how long you live, you can't fish at all because we've just got too much of it. And that's probably one of the main reasons why I've put so much time and effort into fishing, because we've just got huge amounts of it in this area. I found that over the years that getting into the tackle industry has been very rewarding for me, and I started that about 27 years ago. I started up my own tackle store. It was quite small in Dobney Avenue in Wagga, and basically I increased the store after a couple of years because the demand for fishing increased. When I first started off, it was very difficult to catch cod and yellowbelly in our river systems here. And over the years, because of fishermen's input and the new age fishermen nowadays that do the right thing, fishing's improved dramatically, and that's improved the business, it's improved the activity itself, and we've got a great deal of growth in fishing over the last couple of years in particular, because fishing's great. So over the years I've learned a lot. Like I said, I've travelled all over the world fishing, which gives me the experiences and the knowledge so I can tell people all about it. So basically that's me in a nutshell, and I've got to the stage now where probably in the next 20 years I might even think about retiring.